Just gotta let it go.
I often sit and wish that I could just change my past to think about you. Yeah, there's so much shit that...
Yo, what is happening, guys? It is Save Ice here, and I'm back with a brand new video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the best tips and tricks for you guys to win more matches in ranked and just do better in ranked overall, because I know that a lot of you guys who are normally just like public match players, you tend to struggle in ranked, and a lot of you guys have been talking about how you can only get like bronze and silver and stuff, but what I'm going to be doing is just telling you guys some of the stuff that I've learned so far in Call of Duty World War II and how to improve in ranked and how to just maintain a high rank. I've broken pretty much even in ranked so far. At one point I was just a match or two away from platinum, but then right after that I got a group of bad teammates a few rounds in a row and I went back down to the 1800s, and then just it all went south from there. But I've been fluctuating. I really do hope to hit platinum soon, and hopefully when I do hit platinum, my teammates will know what they're doing most of the time and I can maintain my platinum rank. But anyways, this is just some decent gameplay that I got. I don't even think that I went positive in this gameplay, but I was pretty much doing it all for my team. As you guys can see, I'm basically just holding the hard point, making sure that we win the match, and I'm also getting tons of kills while I'm in the hard point as well. You don't really see people get as good of a KD as I got in this game when they have this much time in the hard point. But this is going to be about a 10-minute long video, so just sit back and enjoy and make sure to remember these tips the next time you are playing. But anyways, so for the first tip, and probably the most important thing that I can tell you guys, is to do what needs to be done on your team. What I see a lot of people doing is just using a PPSH every game no matter what, but that's not going to help you, because if you and all of your teammates are all using PPSHs, you're going to have 4 guys running around with a PPSH. The other team can easily counter that by using a bar and just melting you at long range, and you will literally not stand a chance as long as they know what they're doing. So if you are all using a PPSH, or if you're all using a bar, then there's just no way you're going to be able to win, especially in a game mode like Search and Destroy or Hardpoint, when you really never know what kind of situation you may be in. Because if you have 4 teammates who are all just running at the hill with a PPSH, then the other team can pretty much just kind of sit back and pick you guys off at a long range with their bar. So you really don't want to be doing that. So if you have 3 teammates or even 2 teammates using a PPSH, most of the time you'll want to pull out a bar, or vice versa. If you've got 2 teammates using a bar or a sniper or something, then it would be the best thing to just pull out a PPSH. As you guys could see in the beginning, right before the match started, I was looking around at my teammates, looking around what they were using. I think 2 of my teammates were using a bar and 1 was using a PPSH, so I was like, alright, I'm going to use a PPSH and I will most likely have to play the objective. I didn't run Hunkered just because I didn't really know what the other guy was going to do, so I just kept Prime on. But it did work out in the end, because I did end up getting a lot of hardpoint time and a fair amount of kills. So if you are playing on a match like USS Texas, playing Search and Destroy, and you see that you've got 3 teammates using a PPSH, then what I would recommend is using a bar, playing it back a little bit, because if your teammates are all rushing in and then they all get killed and you're up there with them, then it's going to be a 1v4 and you're going to be right there. 1v4s, I mean, you're not really going to win them, but you can at least get a kill or 2. But if you're up there with your teammates rushing that underground part of the map, then you're just going to die with them and you're not going to be able to do anything. But another thing is sniping. So if your teammates are also using nothing but bars or PPSHs, you might want to snipe as well, just to keep. That's a really good just thing to do. It's a good thing to have a sniper on your team, because like if you're playing on a match like St. Marie Dumont, you're playing Search and Destroy on St. Marie. So if you've got a sniper in one of those back buildings, that completely holds down mid. The other team's not going to want to cross. Say they're all over at B and your team plants at A. If you're sitting there sniping, then they're not going to want to cross. And if they will have to cross, but hopefully you will be able to pick off one, if not more, of the team. Alright, so for the second tip, it is win the match at all costs. If you lose, your rank goes down. If you win, your rank goes up. and what you want to do is get your rank up. So why would you lose? You need to do everything that you can to win for your team, whether that means going 3-20 with 3 minutes inside the hill, or going 40-12 with 0 seconds inside the hill. But you need to do whatever you can to allow your team to get that win, because that will help you and your teammates, and that's what ranked is about. It's about winning. So you don't want to be there kill whoring instead of winning. You don't want to go 40-12 but still lose. You would much rather go 15-25 with 3 minutes in the hard point and end up winning. Alright, so a third tip is play with your friends, but not just any friends. Like, you don't want to play with friends who are going to bring you down. If you're fine with that and they want to play with you, then sure, but you don't want to be getting brought down because your friends that you're playing with are bringing you down. You don't want to play with people who are going to make you lose. If anything, you want to play with someone who's going to help you win, someone who you can work together with and end up getting that W. That's what you want in your teammates. You don't want to play with guys who don't know what they're doing, unless you are just a nice guy and want to help them out and sacrifice your own rank in doing so, possibly. But if you can still get wins with the teammates that you have, if you've got one friend who's not very good but you can still win with him, then keep playing with him. But like I said, you've got to win those matches at all costs. Alright, so another thing is, if your teammates are in game chat, then it's very advisable to talk to them if you do have a mic. You don't want to just be sitting there and not even talking to your teammates, even though you have a mic and they're trying to talk to you. If no one on your team is talking, then I personally don't really talk, just because it feels stupid sitting there talking to myself and not even knowing if they're listening to me or not. But it does really help your team out when you have good communication, so you always want to have the best communication possible in order to secure that W. Alright, so number 5 is going to be to sound whore a ton. Like, I cannot tell you how important it is to be able to know where your enemies are, because in ranked there's no recon, so you really do need to be focused on listening to your teammates. If they're all running mountain or something, then yeah, you don't really need to listen as much. But if you're playing a mode like hardpoint, most people will run infantry or airborne in hardpoint. So if you're just running inconspicuous, or maybe even hunker or something, you will still be able to hear those enemies' footsteps, and it's always good to know where the enemy is. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard someone coming up behind me. I was like in the hardpoint or something, and I just hear someone coming up behind me, and I just jump in the air and world storm, get a turn on. And it's just really nice to be able to hear and know where your enemies are. And if you don't have a gaming headset, then I would definitely advise getting one. I have a really nice gaming headset. Actually, I use Turtle Beach Elite Pros, and I can literally hear them from across the map if they're not running inconspicuous or mountain or anything. It's so useful. I cannot explain to you guys how useful a gaming headset is if you don't have one already. Alright, so another thing is, don't challenge stupid gunfights. Sometimes you do need a challenge, but if you're just running around, like maybe not even fighting for the hill at the moment, but you see someone on a head glitch with a bar from like 20 yards away and you're using a PPSH, why would you challenge that? I see people challenging the dumbest gunfights and just getting themselves killed and getting the other team streaks. It just doesn't help anyone out. So only challenge gunfights that you can win or that you must challenge. And another thing is, just before we wrap the video up, is if you know for a fact that you're going to lose and you're playing a respawn mode, then just go for kill streaks, because those can really help with comebacks, and also it will help your KD, because KD, you do keep track of your KD in ranked. But anyways, those are the 7 tips that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for dropping by. Please leave 7 likes on this video for the 7 tips. But thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe if you are new. I will see you guys later.